So, Ray, what do you like about doing radio?
Well, it's a challenge. Next year marks 30 years that I've been in the industry, and every day is different. I think that's probably part of it. I enjoy the challenge and the fact that every day we have a crack at something a little different.
Yeah. What do you like about talkback?
Listening to people's opinions and voicing my own opinion. I suppose if you talkback host, it's important that you have an opinion. In fact, it's vital. You can't get splinters in your backside. So I think, enjoying the repartee between the people and just having fun.
Okay. So what did you do before you did radio?
Well, I did the high school certificate in 1972, and I worked as a labourer for about 12 months.
Yeah.
Then I was an auctioneer, a trainee auctioneer, then an auctioneer for about 6 years.
Okay.
And then I decided I wanted to be a sports commentator, but there weren't many jobs around in the late 70s, early 80s, so I got a few casual jobs calling the greyhounds at places like Appin and Nowra and Bulli.
Okay.
And I drove cabs for about 18 months, and one of those cab trips led me to meet a bloke called Mark Collier, who was the news director at 2UE, and that's how I got my first start in radio.
Okay. Is there anything you dislike about radio?
Not really, no.
No?
No, I think it's a really good industry.
Okay. So, what's it like when you interview people like the Prime Minister?
Oh, well, I don't get to interview her much these days, but when I did, it's interesting, it's challenging. You've got to do plenty of research and make sure that you know your subject. And it doesn't really matter whether it's a Prime Minister or another minister or someone important. You've got to make sure that you're, fully aware of the subject matter you're dealing with. So that's about research. For instance, today I got into work at about 3:45.
Yeah.
And I'm on air at 9 o'clock, which means I've done about 4.5 hours of research before I get on air. So
Jesus.
pretty important that you do that sort of work.
Okay. What's your most embarrassing moment?
There are too many to talk about. When you've been around for 30 years, there are just too many to talk about.
Okay. Well, thanks very much for coming on this show. And
That's okay, old mate.
Nice speaking with you.
Good on you, mate. Take it easy.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
thanks for that. Bye.